Hi everybody, welcome back to TerraFirmaCraft Season 5, Episode 126 with me, Sid, although technically speaking this is 127 because I've already recorded 126 without any video whatsoever. But thankfully I do have a nightly backup. So I managed to restore my backup to where it belongs. And I'm doing the thing again. Sometimes I do this, sometimes I don't. It all depends on what has gone on in the actual episode, and if it's milestoney, I suppose is for one time. I'm doing air quotes and realizing that you can't see me. Anyway, so end of last episode we discussed the fact that I'd not managed to get a damn skeleton skull, a white skeleton skull, not a black skeleton skull, not a wither skeleton skull, a white skeleton skull at all on the dungeon crawl we did last time. And as you know, we'd cleared out this level. Don't know why I'm not seeing... Oh, I know why, because this is a copy of the map, so I'm probably going to have to redo that. That's easy enough, I just need to bring across the journey map file. So we cleared out this level, and we'd more or less cleared out this level. But I went off and went this way, and had a little fertile around. I'll live with that with the journey map stuff for now. I can copy that one over. And you know, there really wasn't anything to write home about. Now I am going to have to loot this place. I have realised that for just sheer volume of bricks for building, books, woods, you know, these are amazing resources. But you know, that's for another day. So I did clear out this entire level. In fact, I even went through and made my own entrances in places. Because it was quite clear that, you know, certain things were not going to happen the way they are. But this is just full of loot, by the way. So, level 2, no skulls. So, I got adventurous and I decided to go and have a little poke around on level 3. Now, again, you just got to love this brick palette. It has been commented on as one of the videos about the brick palette as well. And there's just this wood, look at it, aspen with outline, it's beautiful. And I've not obviously gone everywhere, there's spaces over there, but I carried on pushing and pushing and pushing, and I pushed through here, and you know, not going through there, because creeper. And I pushed this way, and that way there's just a big room, so I blocked it off, you know, my usual thing, do not pass. And I ran this way, and I ran over this way. Oh, no, wrong way. I ran... there we go, down here. This way, and I ran down this way. And I was poddling along and despairing of ever finding a skull. And there's more stuff over there to play with. And I was just about, you know, carrying on, and I went, oh, hello. But I left it because I didn't want to, I wanted it to be, hey look, I've got a skull. Not, I found a skull and here it is in my hand, because that's suspect, isn't it really? Especially when you've gone through all this trouble. So, next story, we have got a skull. Now, the other aspect of this is I know now the limitations of the translation of the recipes that we are going to be facing. Now, let me put this into context. I have gone through this already, and I have made a soul binder, and I have done some other stuff which we'll be doing this episode because I want to redo it anyway. But certain things just... Oh, now have I gone to... I don't want to go... I don't want to go there. I want to get to my little teleporterizer. Whee! Let me just double check. Can I sleep? No, I can't. Can I pinch? No, I can't. I can't even pinch any of that food. Okay. So, long story short. Oh, we got a whole load of potions and stuff and iron gear in that level as well. So it's not. It is going to be well worthwhile looting some of those areas just for the throwaway tools, and certainly the tools that tend to degenerate very quickly, like the scythes and prospector's picks and stuff. Because there's quite a lot of copper prospector's picks, you know, they're only copper, but they're free. So anyway, let us go home, where we will go over the limitations and the issues we are going to face with said things. Now, one of the plus sides to doing this, of course, is while we've been doing all of this, this thing has been working away. Blang, there we go. And we consequently now have got quite a stockpile of fuel going on here. What's that? That's 1 and then 9, 18 full, 19 full fuel tanks, which that's pretty good going. That's going to come in handy later, I'm sure. However, we need to now go and start putting our ill-gotten gains, or our not ill-gotten gains, our fairly gotten gains. It would have been ill-gotten gains if I'd have had to go down the route of swapping out a where are they? Haven't I got any of those here? Anyway, the black skeleton skulls for a white skeleton skull. So we can now make a well, the first thing we need to make is a soul binder. Now I'm going to make it because we need to make it to actually have the thing we're going to make, but the thing we're going to make with the soul binder doesn't seem to work in this version of the pack. Don't know why. But we are going to need to go and have a machine chassis, and we need some solarium, and of course we have a shortage of certain things. So I'm going to grab some food. So I've got a couple of bowls with get in there, right? Foodie, and I'm also going to take out something spiky and sharp, because we need to head into the nether and we need some soul sand. I know this because I need to make solarium and I have no soul sand. So here's hoping. And we will live. Now, it occurs to me that I actually need to get a fortune pick as well, because if I get a fortune pick, then I can get lots and lots and lots of quartz over here. Although I can get it in the let me just make sure there's no thing. So yeah, we need soul sand. I know there is some out here because as I say, I've done this before. I think the key is making sure that there's no hostiles in the area, and I happen to know that there's a big blob of soul sand over there, but I can't easily, I don't think, get down to that. I suppose I could if I went down that edge and get over there. We don't need a vast amount right now, but what we can do is again, safety first. Falling to your death is never a good thing. Not a good career option, you know what I mean? So we'll just grab a bit of this. How much we got? 11. 11 will be enough, actually. We don't need a vast amount of it. And as I say, I'm going to tell you the nether is hostile, but it's doing its damnedest to pretend it isn't. I suppose we could grab some of this while we're here. Oh, hello. Maybe not. Should we go down and get it? I really don't know. Can I? What edge? If I go down that edge, that looks like it will work. We're going to need to get down at some point. Well, I don't know whether we're going to need to get down at some point, to be honest. But it doesn't hurt to have a way down. I honestly can't remember, you know, whether the ghasts exist in And there, look at that. Right, let me just grab a little bit of this. Have a look down. I mean, just look at it. Creeper, creeper skeleton, creeper zombie, skelly. It's not conducive to good health. Lava, of course, never conducive to good health either. But anyway, doesn't matter. We've got a little stairwell down now, and now we can just get out of here and forget we ever saw this place, and that will be fine, because that's all we needed was a bit of soul sand. There we go. So we are going to need, I think if I remember rightly, 4. We need 4 for this. Then I think it's for the staff. For the... We can use you to make... Let me just check this one out. It's not that. We need that. So we need 6, I believe. I also need to relog now because my crafting grid has been broken. So I should just jump out and jump in, but first thing we are going to need to do is make 4 of those. 4 of those is of course going to take 4 gold. Well, we need 6 of those anyway, so I'll do that, get that running, and then I'll quickly restart, and I shall be back with you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in a second. Alright, got that. So the next thing we're going to need is we're going to need 4 steel, 4 iron bars, 1, 2, 3, 4 gold, and a piece of copper. I think that should do us for this initial thing. So yeah, the one thing, we're not just making this thing today, we are actually going to also make a couple of pieces of redstone, some other bits and pieces. So first things we need a basic capacitor. That coupled with, if I remember rightly, it's like that and like that, will give us a machine's chassis. I'm going to pop those into this miscellaneous blocks thing, grab 1 of each of those, and I think it was 1, 2, 3, 4. Oops, not quite like that. Let's do that. Then it's probably something like Enderman, Creeper, Zombie, Skelly, Soulbinder. Yay, we got one. And of course in there we've got this. Now this is our problem. We can't use that. You'll see what I mean about in a moment when I get to that. However, we also want to grab 2, 3, 4. I want to take pretty much quite a bit of that actually, because I want to rejig our power. I also want you. So the power situation we've got going on over here is all using immersive engineering, which is fine. There's really nothing wrong with immersive engineering. The problem with it, in my perfectly honest opinion, is, there we go, let's have a nice big old capacitor there, is that we end up with this kind of drapey, horrible wire situation. And what I would like to do is to replace it with energy conduit, which, come on, where are you? There you go. Which is conductive iron. That is just redstone and iron. So I'm going to go grab 16 redstone, 16 iron. That sounds like a good number. I don't know whether it's a perfect number, but it's a good number, isn't it? Let's do that. There we go. 16 redstone. Actually, let's do 15 redstone, because 16 doesn't go as a divisor of 3, does it? No. And let's do that then. 15 iron. Take one off, pop that there. There you go. So that'll give us our conductive iron to make that. I also do need to consider eating, so I'll do that in a moment. Booby dooby doo. Iron, redstone. So that's all good. While that is doing, let me sort out my digestive problems. Om nom nom, om nom nom nom, and om nom nom nom. Lovely. That'll tide us over. I'll have a little drink as well. So my thoughts are to, instead of having this limited space here, take this for starters. There you go. That's one. And actually have the equipment coming down here. So we paint a... Oh, we need to do something with that lot, so we'll get you sorted while we're at it. And a little bit more. For good measure, we can take you and put you in here with those. That's all great and lovely and wonderful. That should have made, or been getting close to making that. That can come out. That can come out. That, the impossible cobblestone. It is impossible in TFC. You can't get that. And while we're over there, we should have. Let's grab. I'm gonna get a little bit more flint here. Give me some more. There you go. Yeah, that 58 will do us. So take you out. All of the wires pop off, of course, but then we can pop you in with your power. This is done, so we can take you, strip you across like so, do you across like that, and just get a whole load of that. That's good. And then what I would like to do is make myself... Do I really want that many? Yeah, actually I probably do. A whole bunch of these conduit facades, because they will go in to be painted around here, and then that can come out. And that can go in there with... Oh, it's kept its capacitor, excellent, but you can still keep your lever as well. I wonder whether I can get away with putting you on the top now. Well, there we go. Perfect. And then that and that will all come out and become a nice smooth hoofer thingamabobs with a soul binder just to go in there. And then what we need to do is take that and jump all the way along here and go plop. You need to be an output. And then that will come out of there. Now that is empty, so that should fill up quite rapidly. It does. And then what we're going to do is going to take that off of there and that off of there. Now I think if I come along here, I should be able to... You are... Well, you will be in a moment, because I'm going to take that off and that off. Right, so that should be going, or not going anywhere here. So if I now place this in here and pop that to be an input, that's now going up. So we can hide that in there, and that's fine. The top is also, hang on, the top, actually no, the top is none. Or do we, I wish you could input into the bottom of this, but you just cannot. Oh well, that's, I can live with the loss of one piece of that. So we're going to have to do something with that, and I'm not entirely sure. Maybe we leave the top as an output, and just go with old-fashioned wire up here, like a so, because that's okay. My books, we can pop that over there to there, and it doesn't look too messy because it's just a single straight line. That one will disable, and that one we can disable. and then this one is a input, so this is where we start getting interesting, because what I want to do is come out of there, and again I want to get rid of that, which I can't do because of that. Hang on, let me try something that, oh god, this is not going to work, is it? That'll get me even close enough. Yeah, it will. Lovely. So then we can bring this straight down and just pop those out. Now I can either conceal those ones or just leave them open. It doesn't really matter, I don't think. But that's full. The power's going in. We can take our painter. We can pop some of that in there and just do 2 of those, for example. That'll work. Now I do need a wooden block for the floor, so let me just go and get that sorted. Skitter. But we do need to start thinking more about the industry, and yeah, I think that's going to be a given, that we have to get this stuff sorted and a bit more. I think they can go away, that can go away for now. Floor for floor for floor. There should be a great wood plank there. Lovely. And with a bit of rearranging, we should be able to get this neatly hidden. We can take the master block and put one of those back in there. That's all nice and clean now. And I say I don't mind leaving the odd one of those free. We need, what do we need? 4, 5. With that. Alright, so while that's doing, what do we need to do to make the staff of travelling? Learn to spell. That's always one. Staff of travelling requires an ender crystal. Now, I know for a fact I'm going to have to spawn this in, but I will demonstrate reason why. We need a vibrant crystal and a soul vial, and we also need to make a staff of experience to put 10 levels in there. So we are going to go and get a vibrant crystal. That means getting some vibrant alloy, which means I need to make, if I can find it, energetic alloy, which means I need those. I'm going to need 2 energetic alloy, so I'll make 2 of those, and I also need an ender pearl. So let me get those done, and it's only fair. I shouldn't have to make all of the things that we need anyway. You know, I don't have an issue with wasting resource, even though this doesn't work, because I would have had to make all of this to get what I want. So, you know, it's, to me, it is only a I need a bit of, I'm going to need you later, aren't I? That's right. In fact, I might as well get you going now, along with a piece of obsidian. You'll know why I need this in a moment. I need some iron for that as well. Glowstone and redstone. So if I go and grab a little bit of iron, I need some dark steel, basically. And I do have 1 dark steel. I may need another. I think I also need some more iron bars, but I'm working on a memory of that's several hours old now. So in the macerator we do that. We turn you are off and you are active with signal. So I'm going to take 2 of those, 2 of those, and 2 of those. Turn you on. While that's doing, we're just going to hide this lot. Oops. My god, I forgot about that feature in 1.7. It seems like a long time since that was there. Come on. Yeah, we are going to need some illumination, so we'll do that. That'll do us. And once those have done, which has given me my 2 energetic. We need our pulsating. We also need a bit of that, because then once that's done, we also need, I turn this off because I've had it where it makes the wrong thing occasionally, because there's steel, not iron, it's dark steel, isn't it? I also need to get an emerald, so that's a thing too. Last piece of steel, grab an emerald, and the world will be a good and happy place. And we're going to use one of these emeralds because one of those makes 3, so damned if I'm going to waste a good TFC emerald when I can just use a well standard Minecraft emerald. That would make 0 sense whatsoever. So cook that up. We need to break you up. You are going to become that, and that gives us that bit. Now the other thing we need is the experience rod, this thing, but we've made everything we need for that because we knew about it. And what we can do is not that one, this one. It's got 0 experience in it. No, you're not going to let me do it. I'm going to have to do it with a tank, aren't I? Okay, that's fine. That was where the other things came in. Let me just see how we're going here. So we've got our dark steel, and the, so you are that. Yeah, that's right. So you are for the other thing. I'm with it. I'm with the program. Trust me, I am honest. Right. So the problem I had with the soul binder was this. You're supposed to be able to go, there's my soul, and there's my crystal. Won't go in. Won't go in. So at first I thought maybe I need to put the experience in first. Now I did make a tank. I'm not going to make it. We don't need it. It's not going to help us. Because that will allow us to put experience into a tank in the form of liquid experience, which we can then pump into here, which will power that. This Enderman file will not work. What can I say? It doesn't work. There's no way that works in this thing. Now you can see that if you look at the recipes, we can see our recipes. Soul vial plus broken spawner gives broken spawner of that type. Okay, that's for a powered spawner. Z logic controller gives Franken zombie. Sentient ender, vibrant crystal plus a soul vial. And it's up soul vial enderman or soul vial special mobs enderman. Right click on a soul, capture blah blah blah. Gives you an empty soul vial and an ender crystal. It's there, the recipe. Doesn't work. Villager, and that will give you an enticing crystal. We can get the ender rails, all bits and pieces. Yeah, blah, 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 blah. So my first thought was maybe that's the wrong kind of enderman, because it's a TFC enderman, 4,000 health, yada yada. So there are, if you look at enderman, 2 spawn eggs. So we went creative and we tried to spawn in both, and guess what? Oh, that's a broken enderman spawner. Neither works. They both spawn 4,000 life enderman and neither of them work in there. So once again we've got this incompatibility. However, we do have a very simple solution for it, and that is we go game mode C. We go and get a ender crystal and a soul vial that's empty, because, you know, why would I not do that? I'm not going to waste it, and we throw that away and that away, and then we go game mode S, and we're back to where we were. Nothing lost. We've created everything that we needed to make it, so no harm done kind of thing. And then from there we can jump into here and go Staff of Travelling. So it gets us to where we needed to be. We just have to go around it by a circuitous route because things, and then we end up with our staff of travelling. Now, of course, we can't see the. Oh, hello. Well, yeah, that was not what I wanted to be. I haven't got my license for this thing, by the way. I'm just kind of learning. But we do have a staff of travelling, which is cool. You know, it's exactly what I wanted. I also need to eat, so we'll do that. And that's more or less where I got to. Now, I have got an idea, and I want to just double check on how my recording time now, seeing as I'm, you know, probably a little further along than I was last time, because I've made a lot of the mistakes already. Yeah, I'll stick that in there for now, actually. Once already, I should say. So, you know, the second time around, I made the mistakes faster, which is good. So I'm going to quickly sleep, check how long I've been recording, and then we'll see what we do next. But that's what you missed. See you in a moment. Alright, so I do want to continue pushing that dungeon, because there's loot in there to be had, and it's actually quite fun now we got over the top. So what I want to do is make it a little quicker to get there. Now, we can't teleport straight there. That is a given. But I think give me a number of these. I think this is the right way around. We'll soon find out. We should be able to make a network. Now that will give me another 2. I'll take my chances. We should be able to make a network of travel anchors that starts, say, here. I would have preferred you down. Hang on then. Let's try it this way, shall we? And I think that's where I want it to be, isn't it? Soon find out. Yeah, there we go. Home, just for the hell of it. There you go. No passkey. And that is, I'm sure that's for an icon. But anyway, we can take this and we can run over this way. I said we can take this and we can run. I said we can take this. I'm trying a different mouse at the moment. My other mouse is in desperate need of cleaning. And we should be able to carry on this way. Let's try. Can we still see it? Until it... We can still jump from there. From there. What about from here? Yeah, that works. How far away can we actually be? Right there. That's where it jumps out. So if I were to dig that, pop that down and call it 1 just for the hell of it, we can go over there, we can jump there, we can go over there and jump there, and then we can continue this way and put another travel anchor. Obviously that's in plenty of hello, go the right way. I think we're going to be able to get, well, we only need 2, don't we? Okay, let's go for there then. And we'll call you 2. So I should be able to jump, jump. I can go jump, 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 jump. Yay! Fast travel. Yeah, I was going to say the loot we were getting in there. I did get some wrought steel stuff. I did pick up a steel, sorry, not wrought, a wrought iron scythe. Obviously, we're getting lots of these bushes, but now starting to get potions cropping up as well. So it is worthwhile continuing to fight in here, you know, and continue through to this. What it might be worthwhile doing is sticking another one of these down on level 3. I mean, it would be nice if they showed up with the correct names, but I will live, I think. And on that note, I think we're going to come over here. We're going to take a little screeny shot of ourselves next to our new layout. If I can get in here, get an F1, come around. We got our thing, F2, F1, and we are going to call that an episode. We have a staff for traveling. It's cool, obviously. It's got a broken texture. It doesn't work very well. I will be... once we've finished this season, which I realise is some time off because I do want to get into Ender.io, not Ender.io, Applied Energistics. I'd like to, futurise my storage, and for that we're definitely going to want to make sure we've got a good supply of power. Now, there are a couple of things that are obvious. One is that we jump up here and we actually make more use of these. So we go up higher on the pillar and we have 4 windmills, 2 facing one way, 2 facing the other. That'll give us a lot more power to go with those. It just gives you a constant trickle of power, which is, good. The other thing is we can go with solar from Ender.io. There's a whole host of options. Ultimately we'll get to having that arc furnace, which will allow us to do stuff to make the nuclear power station, which will, once we've got that level of power, we'll be able to just finish the series. It's always the same, isn't it? You aim for this grand old position, and at the end of it, that's finished. It makes very little sense. But till next time, thank you very much for watching, guys. I will see you soon, and bye for now.